All of you know who Fiddy is. He has since been out there ridiculing Beyoncé and Jay-Z whenever he can. Diddy is now sitting on their necks as his trial has started, and names are being revealed. His most recent criticism was directed at Beyoncé's poor ticket sales during her Cowboy Carter tour, but it appears that the 50s have been discussing other topics as well. Additionally, it is alleged that he has a tape of Beyoncé and Jay-Z attending one of Diddy's wild parties.
Let's start. You're going into the Jay-Z thing.
Yeah.
So recently we just saw, we look at the accusations.
Yeah.
You know, and we're gonna get to Diddy as well. But you look at the accusations, and there's an accusation about Jay-Z and Diddy and a teenager, 13-year-old teenager. Right. And we were speaking about just the statement.
Right.
The statement, you were saying you felt like that was calculated.
That was the statement is something you can tell it's written by a lawyer.
With Beyoncé and Jay-Z's prominence and influence in the industry, these are some ludicrous accusations. Since some Grammy nominations are allegedly made only with the couple's permission, almost every Grammy winner in the music industry must acknowledge Jay-Z and Beyoncé when they are chosen to take that glittering trophy again. Although it's just a theory, you can't stop the internet.
Beyoncé, you're amazing, yeah.
The fact that Beyoncé made a country record changed the game. So thank you.
Beyoncé.
Beyoncé had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
Thank you to Beyoncé. Thank you to Beyoncé.
I also have to say thank you to Beyoncé, just so that way we keep the guest community safe. Someone had to.
While independent of Jay and Beyoncé's influence, 50 Cent will go after the Carters. He is not scared. It appears like Beyoncé's fame is gradually eroding, and Jay-Z is sheltering behind it. In contrast to Beyoncé, who has never been this active, album after album, event after concert, and brand launch after brand, Jay has been so quiet. No power moves, nothing. It's almost as if she's trying to get as much money as she can before everything fades.
Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyoncé. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies, trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
Wow. You're gonna let him say that?
Jay was getting Grammys.
He had one.
Exactly. And he didn't show up.
He got like 20 now.
But wow. When Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter tour failed, many blamed it on the recession. But 50 believe it wasn't simply terrible timing. It was people finally seeing that something wasn't right. Something is actually happening with Beyoncé, and even the Beehive is starting to notice.
Ticket sales this low, the one-named permanent A-list singer might bail on the whole tour. She isn't all that thrilled about doing it anyway. And again, this is allegedly Beyoncé. And the related headline reads, Beyoncé Cowboy Carter Tour not selling tickets. Beyoncé may have bitten off more than she can chew. The pop superstar may have topped the country chart for her Cowboy Carter album, for which she won her first Album of the Year award from the Grammys, but her ticket sales for the recently announced Cowboy Carter tour have been lackluster and she has yet to sell out any shows. According to Ticketmaster and StubHub, tickets for all shows on her tour, which kicks off at the end of April.
He made fun of Beyoncé on Instagram, writing, "It's getting real out here. Hey, the tickets ain't selling now. It's not just 50 that's out here poking at Beyoncé and Jay-Z." This Diddy case has been dragging a lot of celebrities down the gutter, and it would seem that Beyoncé and Jay-Z are not immune to it. During the FBI's investigation of Diddy's home, some startling discoveries were made, including footage of A-list celebrities visiting his parties. Remember, Diddy was rumored to have videotaped these celebrities without their consent, and the names of all the celebs have been implicated. In several of the tapes, Beyoncé and Jay-Z were purportedly seen participating. DeBob even implied that Beyoncé and Jay attended one of those after parties on an episode of Shannon Sherry.
I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put them out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Me and, you know, maybe about 15 others, you know.
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, you know, 2 of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in at the moment, you know. And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to. Beyonce, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop the whoop, and that was just dope. That was dope as hell to me, man. That was.
It's now known that Diddy is sharing this information since Jay-Z abandoned him as soon as he was taken into custody.
There's just been a shocking revelation from federal authorities regarding a highly private and scandalous video involving none other than Jay-Z and Beyonce, reportedly taken during a wild party hosted by Diddy. Apparently during a Homeland Security raid on Diddy's properties, some rather intriguing discoveries were made, including compromising footage featuring numerous beloved celebrities caught in scandalous situations. Speculation is rife that Diddy intentionally leaked this footage to authorities as a form of revenge against the Carters, allegedly due to their perceived lack of support during his legal battles. It seems he's on a mission.
And before it was released to the public, Conte, a famous female star, was apparently desperately trying to buy it.
I was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes.
You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but the shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood, but one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before, so like a catch and kill.
Catch and kill, correct.
Wow, can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No, I
tape.
can't explain who the person was, but Mr.
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Several people have speculated that it is Beyoncé, also known as Jaguar Wright, who has been trying to reach the media for a while, despite the fact that the person was not named. Nicki Minaj captured the full audio of Diddy abusing Meek Mill, which was leaked last year. You may remember her claim that Meek Mill was one of Diddy's victims.
He's on a mission to embarrass them at any cost. Adding fuel to the fire, an unsettling audio clip allegedly featuring Meek Mill and Diddy has surfaced, courtesy of Diddy's former bodyguard.
And then Milk running the fuck around, about expensive pain in his ass.
Wait, this is Philly you're talking about now. Wait a minute, Jack.
Fuck me.
Wait a minute.
He's a fucking Fruit Loop. He Diddy-fied.
This is Philly.
He's a deep fried period. He Diddy-fied. He Diddy-fried. He the Diddy do-I-bop. Fuck me. Real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was him. Nicki put that up to here. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek.
Oh.
She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it?
Wright claimed that Jay-Z was worse than Diddy and that apparently he had done some terrible things to her, such as sticking her with a box cutter, all of which were captured on camera.
Carter is just as bad as the diddler. And I know that for a fact. I got the scars to prove it. Want to know what a box cutter feels like going into your skin and ripping you? I can tell you how it feels. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. That Cassie shit, that's nothing.
So are you trying to say like Jay-Z put hands on you?
I'm saying Sean Carter remembers everything he did to me and he's got it on tape. Just like Diddy, it's gonna be the women that give him in the end.
During her appearance on Piers Morgan's show, Jaguar continued to yell that Jay-Z was worse than Diddy's unborn child. A large portion of the interview almost resulted in Piers Morgan and the Carters being taken to court. Before BA's legal team let him be himself, the man had to run for his life and make several apologies, including an official statement.
I know why there's no vindication for me. Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere. Forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter.
The truth is emerging as the trial goes on. Many celebrities, such as Michael B., Lauren London, and Young Miami, have been named and called in by the court thus far. Given that Jay was Diddy's best friend and appeared at every party, it wouldn't be shocking if Beyoncé and Jay were also listed. Not to mention that Jay and R. Kelly were close friends, and we all know how that ended. The song Young Girl, which he co-wrote with Pharrell years ago, is one that comes up when you go deeper into Jay-Z and Beyoncé's relationship. He discusses dating a 19-year-old in it. In an interview, Beyoncé stated that she first met Jay when she was 18, which would have been in 1999 or 2000. Hove Don't Bite have been through it. I might mold your life be like Janet Take Control. Of your life have got a young girl still not quite 21. You're 19, no, you're lightning in a bottle. I give you a ring tomorrow. I was 18 when we first met. 19 when we started dating, bae, she said. Jay-Z did admit, nevertheless, that he started dating Beyoncé in 1997 when she was only 16 years old in an interview with Charlie Ross in 2007. There is a history of occasional errors on the part of several of them, particularly in recalling BA's age during their first courtship. Despite her claims to have been 17, 18, or 19, depending on the interview, she met Jay-Z at the age of 16, demonstrating his preference for young, wild people. We'll let you make your own assumptions. Here are some ideas about this whole fitty problem in the meanwhile. When 50 Cent speaks, I listen to him because I don't believe he has ever lied, and because he is in the game, which means he hears a lot of stuff that the rest of us would never hear. In addition, he is aware of all the strange that if you disagree with any of these statements about Jay-Z, please let us know which side you fall on. When he talks about something that could sound weird, he is always telling the truth. Not only have Jay-Z and Puff been overrated for too long, but even Beyoncé's kids have Grammys. Bullying and stealing have gotten them into hits, but they have never had anything.